Hello and welcome to ONMDaily. I'm your Druid, and this week I'm going to be doing a post-commentary rather than my normal commentary. Now, as you can see, I'm taking some gold out of my little burner thingies and some steel stroke, iron stroke, whatever out as well, because I'm finally going to make my extra minecart. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing post-commentary, it's because I did commentary last night while hungover and tired, and I'm going to be honest, it was awful. It was boring, and it was just me kind of depressed. And I know you don't want to hear that, so we're just going to look at what idiotic things I got up to. This one was a bit of a failure. Would you believe it? A booster failure from me. You know, who's seen it coming? But first I decided to go outside and lay some track. And it is night time, so this was a bad idea, but I decided to do it anyway because I'm a complete and utter idiot. There's lots of skeletons out, and I think you'll notice me seeing the skeletons in a minute and deciding to run inside before they get me. Now, I know I promised a lot for this episode, and it turned out rather disappointing because I couldn't get the booster to work, and you'll see it not working, and I'll figure out a reason why it's not working afterwards. I then decided to go looking for a dungeon, but you know what, I'm getting ahead of myself. Happy New Year, everyone, and a very Merry Christmas and all that malarkey. Oh, I promised to talk about my office Christmas party for this episode. I had an office Christmas party. There's how you begin a story like that. For my office Christmas party, I'm brand new at the place, so I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. Is that the saying? I don't know. I stood out a little bit because, you know, I was. And there's another guy there who was new, but he was even more socially retarded than I am. So, you know, that's when you know you're in trouble. No, but I'm the social genius. Oh God, look at that. Look at the glitch of the minecart. Look. That booster is not working. At the office Christmas party. Took me 3 hours to get there, and it was only supposed to be a 40-minute journey because of the snow. And because I hadn't been, and it's some little town in the middle of nowhere. I'm not even sure where it is now. I only got there because I stole my dad's sat-nav. I got in there and, you know, being one of the IT guys, the people on the ground floor don't know who the hell we are, they just know our names by email addresses. So most people didn't really know me all that well, and my God, look at that glitching. Sorry, I just keep looking at the screen of what I did and nothing worked. You'll see me jump ahead a while here. I spent a lot of time messing with minecarts in this episode and it was wasted. Anyway, arrived at the party, had a few drinks. Things were going smoothly, you know. The social inhibitions start to drop and things start to look a lot better. I end up getting dragged onto the dance floor with. I was dancing with a girl who was from downstairs. She operated phones or something. I'm not sure. I don't really know them all that well. Anyway, and it's funny because there wasn't that many people at the party, and the dance floor was fairly empty. So this made it all the worse for me, being one of the new people there, and being pretty much out in the middle of everyone else sitting down and drinking, so they could just see me attempting to dance. And I say attempting to dance. I am an awful dancer. It is something to behold. You know, I can't dance. I can't move. I try. I kind of lurch rhythmically, if you know what I mean. You know, and I was dancing with a girl from downstairs, and it was going well. It was going very well by my standards. And I was thinking, well, you know, she's a 9. She's actually probably about a 6, to be honest. Just after a few pints. She's a 9. I'm a 3. You know, we're starting to get into square root business, which is very, very good. Very good. And the music playing was Beyonce's Crazy in Love, which is always a good song for the guys. I'm not fond of the song, but I'm fond of the way girls dance when the song's on, if you know what I mean. So she was doing a dance upon my person, and not like that, not exactly like that, but you get what I mean. I was rhythmically lurching forward, and things were starting to get steamy. Things were starting to get fairly steamy. You know, steamy in my world, not steamy in the real world, but steamy enough for me. You know, oh, I'm rambling. But this was me all the worse because I was standing out. Once again, there's about 5 people on this big dance floor, and all the people around were drinking and laughing, and I could see eyes looking. Because, the dance was starting to get rather heated. And eyes were looking, and I could see one of the guys in charge of IT. He was chuckling away. He was loving what was happening. He found this bloody hilarious, of course. And I was thinking, things are going well. And the song was coming to the finish, and there was an opening. And all guys, we all know the opening. The opening is to go in for the kill. And that's the big nervous point, because if you go in and you fail, that's the worst failure. Going in for the kill and not getting it. Yeah, that's the moment of embarrassment. And a lot of eyes were on me at this moment. So it was made all the worse. And there was the question, should I or shouldn't I go for this? And normally I wouldn't, because I'm just a socially awkward, nervous person. But in this case, after a little bit of Dutch courage, I was all for it. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what people think. I'm going to go for this. Watch out, world. Druids on your case. So just as I was leaning in to, go for the kill, suddenly, out of nowhere, BAM! This drunken idiot decided to walk across the dance floor, but he could barely stand, smacked into the 2 of us, and our faces at this point were millimeters apart. Beer, Budweiser, all over us, both of us completely soaked in it. And at that point the song ended, and we were both soaking in the middle of the dance floor, both really kind of embarrassed, like, whoa. I think she was like, oh, the song, I must have got caught away by the song. And I was like, God damn it, that song was my saving grace here. I need music. Please, Mr. DJ, some ponder replay. So I looked to the DJ and I was like, DJ, you better have a good song here. We're both soaking wet, and I need a good song to keep this going. And the DJ, he looked back, and I nodded at him, and there was some sort of, respect. I think he was laughing his head off too at my predicament. He knew what was going down. He knew. And I was like, DJ, whatever you do, don't screw this up. Give something maybe romantic or something dirty. Either way works. Either way works in this case. Come on, DJ. And I waited, and he put on the next track, and he nodded at me. And I smiled. I thought, he's got it. And then he started laughing, and I realised something's bad is gonna happen. And next thing I know, I shake my hair back and fro, I shake my hair back and fro, I shake my hair back and fro, I shake my hair back and fro. Oh, you... Goddamn DJ ruined my life. And the DJ, he was laughing. He knew he'd ruined my time. He knew he'd ruined my night. So she left with the drunken guy who poured Budweiser on us, might I add. And the party kind of died down and went quiet, and I had some teasing done at me, and it was all good-natured, and it wasn't a bad for my first office Christmas party, I suppose. Apart from Willow Smith ruining everything. I think I'm going to make it my mission to try and murder Willow Smith or something. Curse you, Willow Smith! Oh. Well, now the office Christmas party is out of the way, back to Minecraft. As you can see, I've been searching diligently for a cave and found nothing. Mainly just little inlets away from the sunlight. And now I'm showing you all how to make stairs very well. This is how you make stairs, people, up the side of a mountain. There's a million better ways to climb, to be honest. I find it funny, I'm the guy doing the Minecraft Let's Plays, and honestly, I'm probably the worst Minecraft player ever. So I'm making some very crappy stairs here up the side of the mountain. Still looking for a cave, might I add. And spoilers, I don't find one. By the way, I noticed I asked in the last episode, how can I view in third person? And I think it was F5 you had to press, and it doesn't work on my laptop. I've got an F5, but it changes the brightness settings, so that kind of stops Minecraft from letting me go into third person view, which really, really sucks. It sucks. It sucks real bad. So I'm not sure how to get around that. Can I somehow turn off my defaults settings or something so that F5 doesn't change the brightness? I don't know. I'm not a computer guy, even though I'm in the IT department. I can tell that chicken over there is laughing at my climbing abilities. Can chickens fly? Not just in Minecraft, in general, can chickens fly? I'm asking this because honestly, I don't know. Can chickens fly? They can't. Surely they can. They can kind of flap around, but I don't mean can they glide a little bit or flap from place to place. I mean, can they actually soar across the skies? There's my chicken ninja base down there. No, can chickens actually full out fly? Can roosters fly? See, I don't know. I think they can, but they have their wings clipped or something. I'm not sure what relevance this has to Minecraft. But I'm coming to the end of... Well, this was part 1. There's going to be a part 2, so see you for part 2.